Good evening and welcome to our Friday night quiz. It's Quizzard. I'm your host Daimo and we're going to be playing a trivia quest tonight all about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've been looking forward to this quiz for a long time and I hope you guys have too. We're going to be using an app called RedTooth SmartQuiz tonight if you're in the UK, or an app called QuizXpress if you're anywhere else in the world. Tonight's pin is 77285. Get logged in, choose a team name, choose a buzzer, and we're going to get started with our quiz in the next 15 minutes or so. I'll see you all very soon. Good evening and welcome to Quizzard Trivia Quest, the Marvel Cinematic Universe edition. My name's Daimo and I'll be hosting for you tonight through several rounds of trivia in an attempt to defeat the evil Red Dragon. Make sure you've downloaded RedTooth SmartQuiz if you're in the UK or QuizXpress if you're anywhere else in the world. The pin tonight is 77285. Log in, choose a team name, choose a buzzer, and we're going to get started in just a few short minutes. Until then, enjoy some fantasy music, and I'll be back ready to quiz very soon. Good evening and welcome to Quizzard Trivia Quest, the Marvel Cinematic Universe edition. Thank you all for coming online today. We've got loads of teams logging in to play tonight's quiz. About 19 teams at the moment. We always pick up some stragglers through the quiz as well, so I'm hoping it reaches over 20. I've got to shout out a couple of teams for coming back as well. Shout out to Stop Hammer Time, always seeing you guys online. We've got the Elf Man himself back, Ice Bank Mice Elf. Welcome back, guys. And a shout out to I Am Poppy as well, quizzing from a different location than usual this week, I believe. So we're going to get started with tonight's quiz. Let's go through some different rules, just so you know what's going on. So you're about to play a choose your own quiz adventure. Help the quizzer defeat the evil red dragon. You're going to play through several rounds of trivia, including different questions like keypad, multiple choice, sequence, picture music, all that sort of stuff. Remember, we've got a couple of golden rules in our quizzes. The first one being, if the answer relates to the name of a film, a song, a video game, a book, or anything like that, we don't include the a or the. So, for example, if the answer is The Lord of the Rings, we want an L for Lord. Our second golden rule that we might use a lot of tonight is if the answer is a character or a person, the answer will always be the first letter of their first name. For example, if the answer was Sir David Jason, the answer would be D for David. And just before we do continue, make sure you scan that QR code and join our group on Facebook. Or you can search for Quizzard Trivia Quest Adventurers Group. We'll leave lots of details in there about upcoming events and all the themes that are coming up as well. So that does start the Trivia Quest. Greetings, adventurers. I am the mighty Quizzard. You've been tasked with helping me look over this world by exploring the land, gaining loot, and defeating bosses. Lately, I've heard reports of the evil red dragon stealing treasure from townsfolk. Before we face this foe, you will need to complete 3 separate quests. Now, our first quest this evening is our Potion Brew quest. It's the first thing we need to defeat the evil red dragon. You're going to choose to explore either the meadows or the coast to find the ingredients you'll need. Each area will provide different results and offer unique challenges. Which quest will you choose? This is nice and simple. Everyone's going to vote to see where they want to go. We're going to go to the destination the majority chooses. Only one team's going to get points for this question, and they're going to be known as our lead explorer. The fastest team to answer will gain those 5 bonus points, and in the event of a draw, we're going to use their decision to go to the area that they chose. So, which destination would you like to explore? Are we going to the meadow or the coast? Get those answers in as fast as you can. Beat that buzzer on your device. Answers are coming in now. The system's totting that up for me. Our adventurers have chosen to go to the meadow. And let's see who our lead explorer is for the first time.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
It's Inquisitive Bin Bags, a returning team, picking up those 5 extra bonus points. Nice to see you guys back online. Right, it's time to get out the pocket bard as we travel. Thank you to the pocket bard and thank you to the Quizzard for teleporting us to the meadow. You've chosen to explore the meadow. Long grass, simple fences, and simple animals are scattered across the field. You think you see a sheep or 2 as well. You will need to find 5 different ingredients for this potion. They include earthroot, peace bloom, silver leaf, frog lily, and troll sweat. That last one might be tricky to get a hold of. You're going to get 10 points per answer in this round of the quiz, up to 10 extra points for speed, and there's bonus points for the top 3 fastest correct answers. Hi guys, my name's Daimo. I'm going to be helping you traverse through these quests with the Quizzard. And let's get started with question 1. Which movie kicks off the MCU back in 2008? I remember going to the cinema to watch this film on the night it was released. Very, very special back then. They actually chose to do Iron Man first because they thought kids would enjoy the figures more than any other character. 19 teams answered that, 15 got that right. It's Iron Man.
Your balls are showing.
Always a fun buzzer that. Well done to Shabba, picking up those extra bonus points. 3 points on the way to your team. Next one's multiple choice. Make sure you press the answer you think's correct. Who played the title character in the 2008 film The Incredible Hulk? Eric Bana, Edward Norton, Mark Ruffalo, or Lou Ferrigno? You might notice a little pattern with tonight's questions to begin with. And there's no points lost during this round of the quiz, so if you don't know, you may as well have a go. 3 teams got this right. It was actually Edward Norton.
Gavala.
Shout out to low-key Marvel fans picking up 3 extra bonus points. Looks like you've logged in twice there, I think. So we'll give another couple of questions and I might remove that extra team. Who directed Iron Man 2, the movie that introduced Whiplash? Goes back in the days when Robert Downey Jr. had to carry Iron Man suit in the suitcase. 5 teams got that one. It was Jon Favreau.
It's a baby!
Super fast answer there from Jimothy and Foxy, just beating I Am Poppy and James Buchanan Barnes. Here's another multiple choice. What was the final boss in Thor? Over a decade ago. Who was it though? Who did Thor defeat right at the end of the film? Easy Marvel questions to begin with. It does get a little tricky later on, I will tell you that. 10 teams got this one though. It's the Destroyer.
Who's your daddy?
And James Buchanan Barnes picking up a top spot on that one. 3 extra points on the way to you and your team. Here comes our first picture question of the evening. This image will slowly zoom out. Who is this inverted celebrity? We need the celebrity's name, please. Who could it be? We've had a couple of fast answers in already. Are they guesses? Do they know? Only those teams will know. Becoming clearer now. Got the face of an angel. Answers are coming in now for me. 4 teams patient enough to get this one right. That guy's Paul Rudd. He plays Ant-Man.
It's a baby!
And well done to Jimothy and Foxy, Loki Loffison, and James Buchanan Barnes, all picking up bonus points for being fast on that question. And look at that. Looks like we found some earth root on the floor. Let's pick some of that up, put it in the satchel, and carry on with our little journey through the meadow. In which borough of New York was Captain America born? There's only 5 to choose from. Which one is it? Every team answering that one. That's what we'd like to see. 12 getting that one right. It was Brooklyn.
You're not my supervisor.
And Simply Marvelous, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. Loving the team names tonight. Next one's a sequence question. Just tap them in the order you think is correct and then press submit to send the answer to me. Rearrange these options to spell out the name of a race featured in the Avengers. Don't forget to press submit, otherwise your answer will not count. These guys aren't in the film for long, but they do make an impact on New York. You see them in Endgame as well, during the Battle in New York. Two teams got this. They are Chitauri.
You're not my supervisor.
Big shout out to those two teams, Simply Marvelous and Loki Lofferson, picking up those extra bonus points. And the only two teams getting points for that question. In which fictional town does Iron Man visit in his third movie, situated in Tennessee? This town is in other states, but there is not one in Tennessee, which makes this a fictional town. Answers in from all the teams there, 9 getting that right. The answer we were looking for is Rose Hill.
I may be nearly 50, Lynn, but I've pierced my foot on a spike.
Great buzzer sound, and I am Poppy Poppy, picking up 3 extra bonus points for her and her team. Idris Elba starred as which as Guardian in Thor: The Dark World? He does star as this as Guardian in every Marvel film he's in as well. But you might have noticed, the pattern tonight is we're going to go from start to finish with our question subjects. Slow answers in on that one. 3 teams got that. Let's see what the answer is first. His name is Heimdall. And the only 3 teams getting points?
Who's your daddy?
It's James Buchanan Barnes, Loki Lofferson, and Inquisitive Binbags. Well done to those 3 teams. Here comes another picture question, but this puzzle will complete itself slowly. Can you name the planet? Can you name the planet? Four very fast answers from some teams there. Quite a tough one this, you might not know until it's completed. Is that a face on a planet? Get those guesses in, no points lost during this part of the quiz. Only 2 teams getting this one, I am surprised. The only planet I know in the MCU with a face is Ego, Peter Quill's dad in Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see which 2 teams got that right.
Who's your daddy?
James Buchanan Barnes and Loki Lofferson. Great Marvel knowledge there, picking up those extra bonus points. Look at that, another ingredient found beneath our feet. Some peace bloom, some lovely white flowers. Let's pick some of those, put them in the satchel, and carry on with our little quest. In Captain America the Winter Soldier, what colour star is on Bucky's metal arm? Blue, red, green, or yellow? Fast answers there, beating that time. A couple of seconds left on my side there. 13 teams getting that right. It's red.
Who's your daddy?
Super fast answers from James Buchanan Barnes tonight, picking up those extra bonus points. Shout out to the other 2 teams as well, Loki Lofferson and Alan. It's going to be a close one tonight on the scoreboard, I'm feeling it. What group of space dwellers kidnapped Peter Quill as a child in Guardians of the Galaxy? He's just lost his mum, he's legged it out of the hospital, and these guys pick him up. Who are they? You're going to be kicking yourself if you've seen it and not got this one right. Plenty of teams answering that. 3 getting it right. It's the Ravagers.
Who's your daddy?
Fast answers again from James Buchanan Barnes, Loki Lofferson, and Jimothy and Foxy. Next up in the Avengers Age of Ultron, one of my favourite films in the series, which Avenger seemed to nudge Thor's hammer slightly. Iron Man, Bruce Banner, Captain America, or Black Widow? Nice fast answers. That's what we like to see. Most teams getting this right as well. It was Captain America. He does go on to wield it later on as well.
Who's your daddy?
James Buchanan Barnes storming it in this round of the quiz. Hopefully some questions trip you up later on, but let's find out as we go through the quiz. What type of particle does Ant-Man use to reduce or increase his size? Also the particle used for time travel in Endgame. Some of these films seem so long ago, don't they? There we go. 18 teams going for that one. 7 getting that one right. It's the Pym particle.
Gavala?
And low-key Marvel fans picking up those extra bonus points. Simply Marvelous in second. And Loki Lofferson in third. And here comes another picture question for everybody. This image will slowly become clearer. Can you name the character? One team answering already, just a couple of seconds in. Who could that be? This picture is taken from one of my favourite scenes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Look at that face. Who could be angry with that face? Answers are in from our team. 16 getting that one right. That's a great number of teams getting it right. Obviously, that is Groot.
Put that cookie down now!
Great to see you on the top spot there. Stop. Hammer time. Picking up those extra bonus points. Shout out to Hank McCoy for getting on the scoreboard as well. And of course, low-key Marvel fans too. And there's some frog lily in that little lake that you can find there. Let's throw a team in there to pick up that frog lily. Thank you to the elf. Yes. He's picked that up, put that in his satchel for us, and we're going to carry on down this lovely meadow. In Captain America Civil War, which enemy featured in the original movie was found underground as a computer program later on? He was human in Captain America, the First Avenger, but in Civil War, what was he? Well, he was a computer program, but who was he? Quite difficult to word this question, but I'm sure people understand it. 17 teams went for that one. Nobody got it. It was Arnim Zola. They also set him on Ultron in What If as well. Doctor Strange lost the use of his hands until he met the Sorcerer Supreme called whom? Well, who was the Sorcerer Supreme before Doctor Strange? Three teams getting this one. She was only known as the Ancient One. Answer is A.
Who's your daddy?
And James Buchanan Barnes, Loki Lofferson, and Alan all picking up bonus points. Which character was teased at the end credits scene during Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Was it the High Evolutionary, Master Karja, Adam Warlock, Recorder Thiel, Lilia, or Starhawk? Got excited when I saw this in the cinema, and it took years and years and years and years to see this character come out. 12 teams getting that right. It is Adam Warlock.
Great Scott!
Shout out to Raven Darkholme picking up those extra bonus points. Well done to I Am Poppy and Kitty Pride as well. Loving these team names tonight. Next up, Spider-Man's friend in Homecoming wants to be the guy behind the mask, the guy on the phone, the guy with the gadgets, or the guy in the chair. It's Spider-Man's best friend Ned. There were rumours that he was going to become the Hobgoblin. We've still got time to see if that happens or not. 10 teams getting this one right. He wants to be the guy in the chair.
Gavala?
Big props to low-key Marvel fans, fastest finger in the room, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. And that brings us to the final question of this exploration round, which is a picture question. This image is going to become clearer. Can you name the villain? Another film I really enjoyed in the MCU. He's becoming clearer now. Who is he? 2 early answers in from teams. Who else can figure this out? Remember, if you don't know, always have a go. No points lost in these sorts of questions. 4 teams getting that one, recognizing this guy. It's Gore, the God Butcher.
Who's your daddy?
And James Buchanan Barnes, Loki Lofison, and Quiz picking up extra bonus points. And we found some silver leaf. That's 4 out of 5. Pick that up, put it away, and let's carry on over towards the bridge. You look around the wooden bridge in the meadow and find a large, smelly troll. Now is your chance to collect the final ingredient for the potion. During this encounter, you're going to earn more points for being correct. But beware, this creature does hit back, and you're going to lose points if you're wrong. Remember, there's no points lost for skipping a question. Just stand back and let the others try and take on the troll. There's 15 points per answer, up to 15 extra points for speed, bonus points for the top 3 teams as usual, but 15 points lost if you're wrong. Let's see what the first question is from tonight's troll. Which fire demon destroys Asgard in Thor Ragnarok? The scene's now used for memes all over the internet. When he gets his crown, he becomes 100% powered. 4 teams getting this one right. It's Surtur.
Who's your daddy?
Well done to those 3 teams there, getting it right the fastest. James Buchanan Barnes, top spot again. Looks like 1 team got that wrong, being dealt a bit of damage by the troll, getting bonked on the head by that staff. The next troll question. Who played the title role of Black Panther in 2018? Get those answers in as fast as you can, expecting plenty of correct answers for this one. At that. Loads more teams going for this one. 8, 9, 10. 10 teams attempting to take on the troll. 9 getting it right. It's Chadwick Boseman.
Gavala?
And Loki, Marvel fans are first to answer that one correctly. 3 extra bonus points on the way to you and your team. In Avengers Infinity War, what was the last Infinity Stone collected by Thanos? He collected that stone out of Vision's forehead, like I collect the last chocolate out of a dairy milk tray. 6 teams getting this one right. It's the Mind Stone.
Who's your daddy?
James Buchanan Barnes, another fastest answer. 2nd place there for Loki Lofison, and Alan picking up a point as well. 5 teams got dealt damage then. That troll is being a bit of a hassle today. Which movie in the MCU was released directly after Avengers Infinity War? Who remembers their timeline? More importantly, how does a troll know anything about the MCU? We've got a handful of teams going for that one. 9 teams answering, 4 getting it right, 5 being dealt damage by the troll. It was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
Shout out to Inquisitive Bin Bags. Nice to hear your buzzer. First time getting the fastest answer there. 3 bonus points on the way to you. Last one from the troll. Carol Danvers gained her powers in Captain Marvel. From which Infinity Stone? Answers are being totted up by my system. 5 teams attacking the troll. 2 stumbling, getting hit back with a headbutt, but 3 teams being successful. The answer is Space Stone. And Alan, I'll send you a buzzer request later on, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. And success, you've defeated your foe and can collect the final ingredient. The troll's lying there on the floor. Let's ask somebody to use a squidgy to get that sweat off his back. But while he's doing that, there's also a small amount of treasure that can be shared to the adventurers that need it the most. So the bottom 5 teams are going to get bonus points based on the Wheel of Loot. Let's find out who they are. Don't worry about where you are tonight. It's all about being here and having fun. And there's plenty of trivia and some mini games coming along as well, so you can pick up more points. But the bottom 5 teams at the moment are Whisk, Ice, Bank, Mice, Elf. That team's picking up the sweat. Stop Hammer Time, Loki, Marvel Fans, and PJ on the Skittles. Let's see who's picking up those points. Look at that. 24 points for all 5 teams. Well done there. The troll had plenty of coins on him to pass those out to you guys. And you found some troll sweat. Ugh. Thanks for putting that into the vial so we don't have to touch it. And you've collected all 5 ingredients now required to brew the potion. The Quizzard will ensure it's ready before you face the final challenge, but now it's time to check out the scores and have a quick break. So, without further ado, the scores on the doors are...
Who's your daddy?
Blokes at the top with those 2 teams at the moment. First place, James Buchanan Barnes on 361. Very close behind is Loki Loferson. And in third place on 199 is Ellen. And again, like I said, don't worry about where you are. It is all about being here and having fun. And as I usually say, if you're having fun, you've already won. So now we're going to have a quick break. It's about 8 o'clock on the dose. I'm going to have a 10-minute break now just to save my voice. So come back in 10 minutes, get some snacks, get some drinks, and I'll see you all very soon. We are now ready to come off our breaks and start the next round of the quiz. We're going to start off with a little mini game. But just while people are logging back into their devices, I want to give a big shout out to DVM Media. They sponsor our shows. They do all the graphics as well. If you'd love an amazing website, or you want a social media manager, or you want to host your emails or anything like that, just check out dvmmedia.co.uk. Send them a message. Tell them that Daimo sent you. They might give you a little discount. But yeah, they are great guys. Get in touch with those guys if you do need anything to do with websites, media, print, or anything like that. You've been seeing our adverts for the last 10 minutes. So yeah, go give them a like as well. That'd be cool. But for now, we're going to go on with our next round of the quiz. I'm going to start with Magic Cups. Looks like most of our teams have logged back in online. So basically, we're going to play a Magic Cups game. We're going to hide the ball, move the cups around, and you're going to tell me where that ball has ended up. And you're going to gain bonus points based on the round. So round number 1, we're going to prepare those cups. We've got 3 cups for you in this round. There we go. Look at that lovely logo. We're going to hide the ball in 3, 2, 1. Where's that ball? Get those answers in as fast as you can. We're going to reveal where that ball is in 3, 2, 1. The ball is in the cup. C. Well done, you put C. You picked up 15 bonus points. Let's add a cup and speed that up. We've got 4 cups now. We're going to hide the ball now in 3, 2, 1. Where could that ball be? Is it on the cup A, B, C, or D? This is worth some bonus points. Plenty of teams answering fast. I do appreciate it. We're going to reveal where the ball now is in 3, 2, 1. It's under cup C. Well, then you put C, you picked up 20 bonus points. And again, we've added another cup. We've got 5 cups now. We're going to hide the ball now in 3, 2, 1. Where is that ball? Is it in the cup A, B, C, D, or E? Get those guesses in. No points lost during this mini game. We're going to reveal the ball in 3, 2, 1. Ball is under cup D. 25 points to everyone that put D for that one. Just a little bit of fun there for Find the Ball. Do love that little mini game. Our next quest is called Armor Up. We must protect ourselves from the evil red dragon's claws. You can now choose to escort the dwarf through the mines or the elf through the crypt. Each area offers epic loot and dangerous foes. Which quest will you choose? Same as our first decision question right at the start of the quiz. Which destination would you like to explore? The mines or the crypt? Get those answers in as fast as you can. Have your say. It looks like 17 teams have given us answers. So we're going to have a definitive route. We're going to go and explore the crypt. Let's see who our lead explorer is, picking up those 5 extra bonus points.
I may be nearly 50, Lynn, but I've pierced my foot on a spike.
Always funny to hear that buzzer. Well done, I am Poppy, for being the fastest to answer. We're going to the crypt, just as you decided. So let's pull out that pocket bard. And thank you to the Quizzard for teleporting us to the crypt. We're going to aid the elf with removing pests from the crypt. There's going to be special questions throughout this dungeon as you encounter different enemies. And every turn the elf will give you a shield. We're back down to 10 points per answer for this round of the quiz, up to 10 extra points for speed, and bonus points for the top 3 fastest correct answers. And as a little bonus, I'm going to reveal myself again. So, question 1. Who beheads Thanos at the beginning of Avengers Endgame? Is it Drax the Destroyer, Iron Man, War Machine, or Thor? Get those answers in. No points lost during this exploration round. 13 teams getting that one right. It was Thor. Cleaves his head off with his giant axe.
Who's your daddy?
And James Buchanan Barnes, fast on the finger still. 3 extra bonus points on the way to you. What is the villain name used by Quentin Beck? One of my favourite villains, even from the comics. Remember him in the Spider-Man video games as well from the 90s. 13 teams answering this one. 10 teams getting it right. It's Mysterio.
Gavala?
And low-key Marvel fans picking up those extra bonus points. Shout out to Simply Marvelous. And shout out to Freddy Fazbear for getting onto the scoreboard. Black Widow was released in 2021 and was the first official movie in which saga? Some slow answers from our teams there. Kick yourself when you hear it. 15 teams answering, 5 getting it right. It's the Multiverse Saga.
Put that cookie down now!
Stop, hammer time. Picking up the extra bonus points there. Well done, team, for being the fastest. What does Shang-Chi use? Well, what does he use? What name does Shang-Chi use while living in America? Sean, Shane, Steve, or Sully? He uses this name because it kind of sounds like Shong. It's Sean. 8 teams getting that one right. And Alan, I didn't send you your buzzer request. Let me send that now while I remember. There you go. Just select any old jingle there as fast as you can before we go into our next question. I did actually enjoy Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. I'm looking forward to the next one, seeing what they do with that character in the MCU. And our next question is a picture question. A spotlight will slowly reveal parts of this image. All you need to do is tell me which movie it is. Spotlight is completely random every time we use it. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. There we got the picture in full there. We've got Iron Man, the Vulture, and Spider-Man. The answer to the question that 15 teams got right is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Well done, Freddy Fazbear. Picking up those extra bonus points fastest to pick up the answer for that question. Oh my, you must now defeat a giant spider. How creepy is that? It's put us against the corner, but we're going to bid points to defeat this giant spider. It's weak against the Eternals this week. You can bid up to 25 points. Get the next answer correct to win those bidded points back doubled. But if you get the answer wrong or you skip the question, you're going to lose those points. So how many are you going to bid? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 or 25 points? 15 teams, 16 teams have bidded. 17. So we're going to reveal the next question in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your Eternals question. After discovering his true purpose, which Eternal betrays the others and tries to help the Emergence? Answers are now in from our teams. 3 teams got this one right. It was Icarus.
Who's your daddy?
Well done, James Buchanan Barnes, recognizing that the Superman clone was the enemy all along. The 3 actors to portray Spider-Man in No Way Home are Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and who else? Would have been cool to have a Peter Parker villain in that film. That would have been fun. 16 teams answering that, 13 getting it right. It was Tobey Maguire, the OG.
You're not my supervisor.
Well done to Simply Marvelous, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. Which book in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness allows Wanda to travel between universes? We're coming up to films that are more recent now. 15 teams answering, 5 getting that one right. The book was called The Darkhold.
Who's your daddy?
And James Buchanan Barnes, another fastest answer for that team. Well done, Loki Lofferson and I Am Poppy. Multiple choice for you now. During Thor, Love and Thunder, which god uses his power to remove all of Thor's clothing? For at least half the population, we're very happy with this scene in Love and Thunder. 13 teams getting that right. It's Zeus.
Oh, you dirty old man.
Great buzzer sound for this question. Well done, Sausage Insider, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. Who is the antagonist in Black Panther Wakanda Forever? Brighton, Tempest, Namora or Namora? That timer goes down quick sometimes, doesn't it? Plenty of teams answering that one though. 1 in 4 chance of getting this right. 6 teams did. It's Namora.
You're not my supervisor.
And Simply Marvelous, picking up another fastest answer in this round. What is Kang's title in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania? Kang the what? Some tentative answers coming from our teams there. 17 teams went through it though. The answer is the Conqueror.
Supervisor.
And Simply Marvelous, Captain Marvelous, and Inquisitive Binbags all picking up points for that question. You must now defeat a possessed crow. No idea how he got into this crypt, but we're going to defeat it just like we did the giant spider. This crow, though, is weak against the marvels. Bid those points to defeat the crow. How many points are you going to bid? Get those bids in. Remember, we'll double those points if you get the answer right. Most teams gone for it now, so we're going to reveal the marbles question in 3, 2, 1. Which of these characters is not one of the marbles? Quite an easy wager question, I think. Another one of my favourite characters from the comic books is the odd one out. It's Marvel Man. 13 teams got that one right, getting their points back doubled, but who's on the top spot?
Who's your daddy?
It's James Buchanan Barnes, another fastest answer, and another 3 bonus points on the way to you and your team. Deadpool 3 is set to star Ryan Reynolds as the title character, and which other star as Wolverine? Not sure if I'm looking forward to this. Don't know what Disney's going to do to the Deadpool franchise, but we'll find out soon enough. 16 teams getting that one right. All 16 that answered. It's Hugh Jackman.
Who's your daddy?
Well done to James Buchanan Barnes. Simply marvellous and low-key Marvel fans. What shade of red does Tony Stark ask Jarvis to paint the Iron Man suit? We're going to abandon the pattern of asking questions of the films in order. Now it's going to be a mixed bag. This was back in Iron Man 1 from 2008. He asks Jarvis to paint the Iron Man suit Hot Rod Red.
Gavala?
Low-key Marvel fans and Jimothy and Foxy remembering that, picking up those extra bonus points, and the only teams to get points for that question. And here comes a picture question. This image will become less pixelated over time. Who is this character? He is a god of gods. He is Odin.
Who's your daddy?
James Buchanan Barnes, the fastest of the 10 teams getting that one right. Points for all of those teams. What is Black Widow's non-hero alias? Black Widow's other name, answered by 15 teams, 12 getting it right, is Natasha Romanoff.
Gavala?
Well done to low-key Marvel fans, picking up those extra bonus points. Oh, and a giant mutated slug has managed to catch up to us and needs to be defeated. It's weak against Captain America. How many points are you going to bid against this next question all about Captain America? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 or 25 points. Looks like all the teams that are currently playing have bidded. Your Captain America question is, in the MCU, what is Captain America's shield made out of? It is different in the comics, but in the MCU, it's only made out of one thing. They might retcon this with the X-Men jumping into the universe pretty soon, but at the moment, the shield is just made out of vibranium. In the comics, they do sneak some adamantium into that as well.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Great to hear, Buzzer. Captain Marvelous picking up those 3 extra bonus points. Well done to Simply Marvelous and Shabba as well. Ebony Moore, Cull Obsidian, Proxima Midnight, and Corvus Glaive all have edgelord names, but they're all members of which group? Is that the Dark Order, Dusk Order, Black Order, Pitch Order, Gloom Order, or Jet Order? The names all have something to do with shades of black, which means that they are all part of the Black Order. 6 teams getting that one right.
Danger's my middle name.
And on Loki Lofferson picking up those 3 extra bonus points. A picture question again. This image will unripple. What is this character's birth name? Did I say unripple? I meant unpixelate. Answers already. Who remembers his name? I think it's weird that the 2 guys that play Quicksilver in the MCU and the X-Men films both played characters in the Kick-Ass series. But this guy, there's 4 teams that got this right. It's Pietro Maximoff.
Who's your daddy?
Top Marvel fan there, James Buchanan Barnes picking up the top spot. Shout out to Loki Lofferson and Shabba. And our next question, the last question of this exploration round. On which world is the Soul Stone found? Is that on Xandar, Hala, Vormir, or Sakaar? Some fast answers, some slower answers. But 8 teams getting that one right. It's found on Vormir, guarded by the Red Skull.
Bazinga!
And Alan with his newfangled buzzer, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. And just as we minded our own business, making our way through the crypt, a skeleton jumps out of the darkness and prepares to confront you. This is the final pest that Elf needs help with. He's going to use something called the Wheel of Misfortune to defend himself. So you're going to see letterboards that are blank slowly be populated with letters, and you need to tell me what is the word or the person or anything like that. Beware, this creature does hit back, and you're going to lose points for being wrong. No points lost for skipping a question. 15 points per answer, up to 15 extra for speed. Bonus points to the top 3, and 15 points lost for being wrong. Now, the letters do appear on the screen at random, so sometimes it can be difficult, sometimes it can be hard, but make sure you get an answer in to pick up as many points as you can during this round. So our first one is a planet. Can you name the planet? Look at that, like I said, completely random. What could the answer be? One team there recognising that super fast. Get those answers in though. Featured in my #1 top spot, best Marvel film ever, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's Counter Earth.
It's a baby!
Fastest finger points go to Jimothy and Foxy. You know how to play this game. Picking up those extra bonus points. Our next one is a character. No way. Get those answers in as fast as you can. absolutely random. The skeleton isn't doing very well this week. Who could it be? I'm expecting one team amongst others to get this one the fastest, but the answer is Loki Lofferson
Gavala.
and low-key Marvel fans beating those two to the pinch, picking up those extra bonus points. Our next one is a group. One answering already. "17 teams answering this one." The answer is in front of you. 13 teams getting it right. It's the Thunderbolts.
Gavala.
Low-key Marvel fans, another fast answer for you guys. 3 points on the way to you and your team. Our next skeleton question is an actor. Pretty much the face of the MCU, or at least the films that matter. That is Robert Downey Jr. Everyone getting that one right, but who answered first?
I may be nearly 50, Lynn, but I've pierced my foot on a spike.
Well done to I am Poppy Poppy, picking up those extra bonus points. I think you answered that when there was only 2 letters on the board as well. And the final question from the skeleton is a character. Answers are in, and we would have accepted 2 answers for this one. The first one being Yondu Udonta, and the other one we would have accepted is Mary Poppins. Well done to those teams putting in the correct answer. Everybody did.
Gavala.
Low-key Marvel fans picking up a bonus points there for the final question. James Buchanan Barnes in second, and Loki Lofferson in third. Nice easy round there from the skeleton. But you've managed to defeat all the pests and the skeleton within the crypt. The elf is thankful and gives you the shield as promised. She also hands over a bag of coins to help you on your way, so the bottom 5 teams that are still playing are going to get bonus points based on the Wheel of Loot. Now again, don't worry about where you are. It's all about being here and having fun. Let's just find those teams that are still playing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams are Raven Darkholme, Kitty Pride, Quisk, Freddy Fazbear, her, and Stop Hammer Time. Let's see how many points you're getting from the elf. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Except for maybe the Quizzard. Can he look into the future? Ooh. Just missing out on 25 points. 8 points being handed out to those teams. And that quest is complete. You retained a shield to use against the evil red dragon. It looks sturdy and fireproof, which is perfect. Now, there's one last item required, but first it's time to have a check on the scores and have a quick break. So the scores on the doors are...
Who's your daddy?
Look at that. At the top spot at the moment, our biggest Marvel fan is James Buchanan Barnes on 823. In second is Loki Lofferson on 785. And in third is Low-Key Marvel Fans on 548. Don't worry about where you are. It's all about being here and having fun. And we do have a horse race coming up and another couple of rounds of trivia. Now it is time for a quick break. Please check out our sponsor's webpage, which is dvmmedia.co.uk. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes. I'll put a timer on the screen, and I'll see you all very soon. Welcome back to Quizzard Trivia Quest. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe edition. As you know, we're using the RedTooth SmartQuiz app or the QuizXpress app, depending on where you are. The pin is 77285. Make sure you're logged back in on your devices. We're going to get started with the next part of the quiz, which is our little horse race. Let's just double check to make sure everybody is logged back in. It does look like most teams are. So, our horses racing today are... We've got the Iron Horse, Captain Haymerica, Incredible Cult, Horse Eye, Havengers Assemble, and Reign of Ultron. I wonder which handsome chap thought up of all of those names today. Get those bids in. You're going to get points based on where your horse comes. Everybody gets points, but you'll get more if your horse comes first. Answers are coming in slowly. There we go. Every team putting their bids in. Let's check out the race course. For that nice lovely day. Just some clouds in the sky, but it's still sunny. Looks like the horses are already in the paddock. And they're off. Oh, look at that. Iron Horse in the lead straight off out the gates. Horse Eye in second. Captain Haymerica in third. Reign of Ultron in fourth. Incredible Cult in now third. And Havenger Assemble in last on its way to the glue factory. Iron Horse is contending the first place there, but will it be able to keep up as we go down to the final part of the race? Look at that. Nice, short and sweet today's race. Very fast. Iron Horse there. 30 seconds, 46. 50 points on the way to those teams that bet on the Iron Horse. Horse Eye got 40 points. Incredible Cult got 30. Captain Haymerica 20. Reign of Ultron 10. And Havenger Assemble only 5 points. But everyone does pick up points. But that brings us on to our next portion of the quest, which is the best offense. The last item we need to find is a weapon that can penetrate the evil red dragon scales. I know of two powerful weapons. One is guarded within the orc camp, and the other is hidden in the swamp. Which quest will you choose? But again, this works the same as the other destination questions. Which destination would you like to explore? The orc camp or the swamp? Very fast answers there. 9 teams deciding to go to the swamp. Let's find out who the lead explorer is.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
Inquisitive bin bags picking up those 5 extra bonus points. Well done, team. Very fast on those types of questions. Let's get the pocket bard out for the final time. And we'll thank the Quizzard for teleporting us to the swamp. It is now time to find the final item needed to complete your journey. You must pass through the swamp while dodging harmful projectiles. Make sure you try and dodge, because if you stay still, you will get dealt damage. Take care not to get hit, as you will lose some points. Find a witch to win the sword. 10 points per answer, up to 10 extra for speed, and bonus points for the top 3 fastest correct answers. As usual, we all know how it works now. So, question 1. James Gunn directed Guardians of the Galaxy 3, my favourite film, and provided the voice for which character? In my top 3 favourite characters in this film, even though it's only got a couple of lines. A couple of words, even. Get those answers in, no points lost during this part of the quiz. 15 teams answering. Nobody got it right. The little guy is called Lamshank. And all he says is, thank you. Kept saying that for weeks after seeing this film. Let's go to the next question anyway. The final battle in Thor: The Dark World took place in which city? Can't stop thinking about Lamshank now. 13 teams going for this one. The answer is London.
Oh man, It's the wrong trousers!
Kitty Pryde, one of the X-Men, picking up 3 extra bonus points. Shout out to Shabba as well for being the only 2 teams to get points on that question. Which plant makes Black Panther superhuman? I'll give you a clue. It is a shaped herb. Get those answers in. You may as well guess. No points lost. Questions are getting tougher as we go on throughout this quiz. 5 teams got this one though. It's the heart-shaped herb.
You're not my supervisor.
And Simply Marvelous getting the top spot on that question. Fastest finger picking up 3 extra bonus points. Here comes a picture question. This puzzle will slowly be completed. This character first appears in which movie? Answers are in. 9 teams getting that one right. Black Widow, that's Yelena.
Bazinga!
Well done to Ellen, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. Nice and fast on that question. Upon Tony Stark's arrival to Edwards Air Force Base, after being kidnapped in Iron Man, he asked for a company press conference and what else? He asks for an American cheeseburger.
Oh, you dirty old man.
And sausage in cider, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. Look out, you must dodge an ice spell. A giant snowball's on the way to you. How are we going to dodge? Are you dodging left or right? Get those answers in as fast as you can. Don't get hit by this ball. 11 teams answering this one correctly. You all chose to dodge left.
Who's your daddy?
Well done to James Buchanan Barnes for being the fastest to decide. Picking up those extra points. Who voices Rocket in the MCU? Answers are coming in. 8 teams getting this one right. It's Bradley Cooper.
Your balls are showing.
And Shabba picking up the extra bonus points for being the fastest on that question. The original Groot dies on which planet? Sad to say he does die after Dark Aster falls from the skies. Well, Ronan the Accuser's fault. 12 teams got this right. It was Xandar.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Top 3 teams, Stop Hammer Time, Loki Lofferson, and Freddy Fazbear, picking up those bonus points. When Wanda Maximoff was trapped as a child, what name was printed on the missile she could see? Aim, Hammer, Roxanne, or Stark? All companies in the MCU, but which one was printed on this missile? It was Stark. 16 teams got that one.
Oh, you dirty old man.
And Sausage in Cider, picking up those extra bonus points very fast on that question. The Extremis virus featured in which MCU movie? It helps people breathe fire. 17 teams answering, 3 getting it right. It was Iron Man 3.
You're not my supervisor.
Well done to Simply Marvelous, Inquisitive Binbags, and Hank McCoy picking up those extra bonus points. In Eternals, Kit Harington plays Dane Whitman, who will turn out to be which character? There's a hint right at the end of the film in Eternals. Dane Whitman is the Black Knight. 4 teams getting that one. Who was the fastest?
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
Inquisitive Binbags getting faster now. We're coming towards more recent films. 3 extra points on the way to you. Looks like you got to dodge a lightning spell. How are you going to dodge this one? Are you going left or right? Teams going for it. We've chosen to go to the right. If you went left or stayed still, you've been down a bit of damage.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
Inquisitive Binbags picking up more bonus points for that question. Fastest decision. Which character gets upset when Thanos... Start again. Which character gets upset with Thanos and wakes him from his sleep during a battle? Got a bit tongue-tied there. A bit distracted because when I talk about a subject like this, my brain actually puts a little scene in my head, so I'm watching the scene as I'm asking the question. 3 teams got this one right. It's Peter Quill or Star-Lord will accept, P or S.
Put that cookie down now!
Shout out to those 3 teams picking up points. Stop Hammer Time, Alan and Loki Marvel fans. In that same fight against Thanos, who used their power to put the Mad Titan to sleep? Quite a powerful thing to do, considering it goes up against Thanos. But she did help Ego, the living planet, go to sleep, so you can imagine how powerful she really is. 4 teams got this. It's Mantis.
Gavala?
And Loki Marvel fans, James Buchanan Barnes and Loki Lofferson picking up those extra bonus points. During Endgame, Iron Man's daughter Morgan says, "I love you." What? Don't forget to press submit to send that answer through to me. Answers in from every team. 15 teams getting it right. She says, "I love you." 3,000.
Who's your daddy?
Top spot with James Buchanan Barnes again. More bonus points on the way to your team. Here comes a picture question. This image will slowly zoom out. What name is given to this suit? That is War Machine recolored, so they call that suit the Iron Patriot.
It's a baby!
And only Jimothy and Foxy recognize that. 3 extra points on the way to you, and the only team to get points for that question. Oh, massive fireball spell on the way. How are you going to dodge this one? You've got 4 options. Are you dodging left, jumping over, dodging right, or ducking under? Get those answers in as fast as you can. Don't get hit by the fireball. Look at that. 17 teams choosing a direction to jump through. And you've gone with dodging left and jumping over. 6 teams chose each answer, so they're safe.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Shout out to Captain Marvelous for picking their decision first. 3 extra points on the way to you. In which prison was Scott Lang imprisoned before being released? These are all prisons in the California area, but which one was he in before he was released at the beginning of Ant-Man 1? Quite a tricky question, but it is a 1 in 6 chance. 7 teams got this, though. It was San Quentin.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Another fast answer there for Captain Marvelous. Well done. And here comes another picture question. We do love these. This image will slowly become unpixelated. Can you name the character? There is 2 answers, but we'll accept either. Name the character. We can recognize that guy. That is Harry Styles. But who did he play? Right at the end of Eternals, during a post-credits scene, 9 teams recognize this fella. He's Eros or Star Fox. Well done, you put E or S. You picked up points, for the top 3 teams are...
Put that cookie down! Now!
Stop, Hammer Time, Allen, and James Buchanan Barnes. Last question of this round. Enjakada is which villain's pseudonym? Njadaka. Another tough question if you've not seen Black Panther recently. 7 teams got this one right, though. That's the birth name of Killmonger.
Who's your daddy?
And James Buchanan Barnes, another fast answer. Simply Marvelous on your tail and Captain Marvelous on their tail. You find the witch that is guarding the sword. She was the one firing those spells at you, so you've got to defeat her. She's attacking you with anagrams. The first letter of the word will save you. We'll give you a little bit of a hint. The letters do move around. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it doesn't. Beware, this witch does hit back and you'll lose points if you're wrong. No points lost for skipping a question, though. 15 points per answer, up to 15 extra for speed. Bonus points for the top 3, but 15 points lost for being wrong. So the first question from the witch. We don't give you a hint. Off you go. What's the word? Answers in already. The letters move around randomly. Sometimes it does help you. That timing was a little bit off, wasn't it? Look at all those teams answering. 13 teams answering, all getting it right. It's incredible. As in Incredible Hulk.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Captain Marvelous, the first to figure that one out. 3 extra points on the way to you. Our next anagram from the witch is in front of you now. team guessing at the moment. The answer is one of those letters. Ooh, not many have gone for it. 6 teams answering, only 2 getting it right. It is Yellow Jacket, the villain from Ant-Man 1, and he becomes MODOK later on in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But let's see which 2 teams got that right.
Danger's my middle name.
Loki, Lofferson, and Alan both picking up points for that question. Well done, team. Both of your teams. The next anagram is here. Don't forget to beat that clock, otherwise your answer won't count. 8 teams answered, 4 got it right. 4 getting hit by another fire spell. It's Celestials.
Why is the rum always gone?
Why is the rum always gone? That's what I always ask when there's no rum in my cupboards. Well done, Quiz, picking up those 3 extra bonus points. Next one. There seems to be an error here. These aren't the Avengers or MCU. For some reason, The Witch has sent us a question from last week. That's the Flintstones. 5 teams got that answer anyway. 2 teams got dealt damage, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you your points back. Give me a second. Quiz and Alan, don't worry about it. Let me give you some points there. Oh yeah, let's give you those. Bit cruel to take points off you for having a guess when it's not even correct. There we go. Not to worry. But the answer is Flintstones, and 5 teams got it right.
You're not my supervisor.
And Simply Marvelous figured that out really fast. Maybe the Flintstones are in the MCU somewhere in the multiverse. Could you imagine a Flintstones-themed Marvel show? I think that'd be quite fun. Let's go on to the next question. This one's quite tough, and it is definitely to do with the MCU. Here we go. Just a handful of teams going for it. That's what I thought would happen on this question. The answer is Yggdrasil, which is like the world tree that connects the 9 realms. You'll learn about it in the Thor films. 2 teams got this one right.
Danger's my middle name.
Loki, Lofferson, and James Buchanan Barnes. I expected you 2 to get this one right. 5 teams got dealt damage there. But the witch has run out of spells and flies away on a broom. You search her shack and find the sword. You also find a bag of coins to help you on your way, so the bottom 5 teams are going to gain some bonus points. Just like before, let's find out who's picking up some extra points. Not to worry about this now. Where are we? 2, 3, 4, 5 teams getting help are Raven, Darkholm, Quiz, Kitty Pride, Hank McCoy, and Stop Hammer Time. How many points are you going to get from bag of coins? Oh, another close one, but only 8 points. We won't know if that's helped you until the end of the quiz because there's no more score updates. But that is the quest complete. Well done, adventurers. You've obtained the potion, the shield, and the sword. It's now time to take on the evil red dragon. Your final quest will be in the treasure room. Who will slay this mighty foe? Let's take out the pocket bard for the final time. And once again, thank you to the Quizzard for teleporting us to the evil red dragon in the treasure room. This is the final battle of your adventure with the Quizzard. Use the items you've collected to slay the evil red dragon. The adventurer that deals the final blow will be rewarded with a spin on the wheel of loot, and there's plenty of treasure in that one. Good luck, everybody. 25 points per answer, up to 25 extra for speed. Bonus points for the top 3, but 25 points lost for being wrong. The dragon hits, and he hits hard. Cosmo has telekinesis, but what type of animal is Cosmo? Answers in from 15 teams, 11 getting that one right, 4 teams getting hit by a claw. Cosmo is a dog.
Your balls are showing.
Gabba, I Am Poppy, and Ellen all picking up points for that question. Guy Pearce portrays which character in the MCU? Darren Cross, Howard Stark, Anton Vanko, or Aldrich Killian? A few teams trying to dodge any points lost during this round. 5 teams getting this one. It's Aldrich Killian.
It's a baby!
Shout out to his top 3 fastest teams, Jimothy and Foxy, Alan and Kitty Pryde. In The Incredible Hulk, what is General Thaddeus Ross's nickname? Tentative answers coming in from our teams. 3 teams getting this one right. He is Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. 3 teams got that one.
Great Scott!
Raven Darkholm on the top spot, 5 points on the way to you. Kitty Pryde in second for 3 points. And Hank McCoy, 1 point. I can see a little theme going on with those team names. It's time to restore some health with a potion. That means incorrect answers will disappear on the next question. So I'm quite thankful that we all made that potion. Which master of the mystic arts broke away from the teachings of the Ancient One and became a follower of Dormammu? Down to 50-50 now. Is it worth having a go? Thirteen teams answering, 7 getting that one right. It's Caecilius.
It's a baby!
Shout out to Jimothy and Foxy, Kitty Pryde, and Simply Marvellous, picking up those extra bonus points. It's a good thing we drank that potion. Next up is a picture question. This image will untwist slowly. Who is this celebrity? Coming a little bit more clearer now. He makes his way into every single Quizzard quiz from the start all the way up till this one. Rumour has it that he's actually trying to buy Marvel off Disney. 14 teams got it right. That's our good old friend Elon Musk dressed as Iron Man.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
And Captain Marvellous, James Buchanan Barnes, and Loki Lofferson all figured it out the fastest, picking up those extra bonus points. In Spider-Man No Way Home, which villain's alter ego is Max Dillon? Few answers coming in just at the last second there from our teams. 10 teams going for this one. Half of them getting it right. It's Electro.
Gavala?
Loki, Marvel fans, picking up those 5 extra bonus points. And it's time to block with that shield. Incorrect answers are going to disappear on the next question. The Clean Slate Protocol destroyed how many Iron Man suits? Tough question. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13 teams going for that. 10 getting it right. It was a result of the destruction of 33 suits. Those are suits created after the Mark 7 and before the Mark 42.
Great Scott!
Raven Darkholm picking up those 5 extra bonus points. Shout out to Alan and Sausage Insider for being fast as well. What is Pepper Potts' armor name? What's she called when she's in her armor? Rescue, fire, heal, or cure? One in 4 chance for this one. More teams going for this now. A bit of bravery from our teams. 5 getting it right. She's called Rescue.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
Inquisitive Bin Bags picking up the top spot. 5 bonus points on the way to you. Dr. Abraham Erskine created the Super Soldier Serum and used it on Steve Rogers with the help of which inventor? Plenty of answers coming through for this one. 6 teams getting it right. It was Howard Stark, Tony Stark's dad.
You're not my supervisor.
And Simply Marvelous, Shabba and Loki. Marvel fans, top 3 teams getting that one right. Are you ready for the final question? Let's attack with the Vorpal Sword. It's sharp enough to destroy the evil red dragon. Only the fastest... only the closest and fastest answer will get this correct. I'm going to read out the question, then I'll start the timer, and I'll read out the question again. And only the closest answer will get the points. If 2 teams put the same answer in, it'll come down to whoever was the fastest. So here we go. In minutes, what is the total runtime for Iron Man 1, Thor 1, and Captain America? The First Avenger. How long in minutes is Iron Man 1, Thor 1, and Captain America, the First Avenger? Get those answers in if you want to have a chance at defeating the evil red dragon. Look at that, plenty of teams going for it. 13 teams attacking the dragon, trying to get the points. 12 teams are going to get hit by the dragon in its death throes. So Iron Man 1 was 2 hours 6 minutes. Thor 1 was 1 hour 54. And Captain America, the First Avenger, was 2 hours 4 minutes, which makes the answer 364.
You're not my supervisor.
Simply marvelous. Just 4 minutes off. Look at that. 25 points on the way to you for this question. And we're going to spin the enhanced Wheel of Loot. Look at all those points. How many are you going to get? Let's find out. Around and around it goes. Where it stops, only the Quizzard will know. Oh, the Wheel of Loot has been very stingy today, but 37 points on the way to Simply Marvelous. Well done on defeating the evil red dragon. Well done. You've worked together and defeated the evil red dragon. The townsfolk will be grateful to receive their treasure back. I look forward to going on many more adventures with you. Farewell, says the Quizzard. And it is now time to go through the final scores. I do have a couple of announcements to make. The first one being this is actually the last Quizzard that we're going to be hosting for a while. We're going to be replacing it with a show on Tuesday nights. Keep your eyes peeled on our channel for that coming up. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share all our stuff just to make sure you're up to date with the new shows that are coming out. We are due a bit of a rebrand as well. Daimo UK on YouTube is going to be changing to the Quiz Network. Hopefully, we're going to get more and more shows coming on board with more hosts so we can entertain you for free every single day in the future. So, without further ado, the top 3 teams in reverse order. In third place with a great score, we have
Bazinga!
Alan on 840 points. Solid score. In second place, just missing out on the top spot.
Danger's my middle name.
Loki Lofferson. We've seen your name on the scoreboards all throughout the quiz. 1,076 points. But in the top spot, gaining bragging rights until next time.
Who's your daddy?
James Buchanan Barnes on 1,087. Look how close that was tonight. Well done to those top 3 teams. Shout out to everybody else. Simply Marvellous, Loki, Marvel fans, Jimothy and Foxy, Shabba, Inquisitive Binbags, Captain Marvellous, Freddy Fazbear, her, Sausage Insider, I Am Poppy, Raven Darkholm, Kitty Pride, Hank McCoy, Stop Hammer Time, and Quisk. I'm also going to shout out the other teams that did join us earlier on. We've got Ice, Bank, Mice, Elf, and PJ on the Skittles as well. Thank you all for playing tonight. I'm back tomorrow night at 7 p.m, same time as tonight, with the Quiz UK Virtual Pub Quiz. We usually get over 70 teams for that, so make sure you log in as soon as you get online. Again, thank you all for playing tonight. I've been Daimo, and you've been fabulous.